Good morning. How are you all today? Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. It's a chilly one here today. It's going to get warmer later, but I like these cool mornings because it makes the coffee taste so much better, right? Grab yourself something of whatever you drink, and let's talk about China for a minute and what's going on. I'm going to say right off, the message for this is going to be stop buying anything from China if you can help it right now, because there could be dangers buying stuff from China. You've, I'm sure, been keeping up with what's going on with the tariff back and forth with China and how they tried to up it. They're trying to play hardball, and they are they're not really equipped to. Many people think that they are. Many people think that China is a little bit stronger than they are. They are not strong. Just because we have allowed ourselves to be put in a trick bag by allowing so much of our manufacturing over there and outsourcing so many things over there for their cheap slave labor, because everybody wanted cheaper TV. They are not strong. They are a country in trouble. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they can't hurt us, and they might. They will try. They just I just saw this morning that they have tried to get Australia to align with them in this tariff situation against the United States. Australia being good folks, except that they won't let you all have guns. Australia has rebuffed them, said no, we're not gonna side with China in any way. Well, so what's going on here, and I'll show you proof of China's weakness right here. And going back, I'll kind of fill in the blanks on that. They've got a population they can't feed. Their economy's in a wreck. And there will be some who will try to tell you, oh, they're strong. No, they're not strong, but they are spending every dime they make, every American dime they get, just trying to keep their country afloat. And that makes them dangerous. I'm going to do another one in maybe later today about what I can think might be the potential for another war in Vietnam as a result of this stuff. But when I watched how they work these tariffs, what was it now? I've kind of forgotten. Trump put something on. They put on a 54% tariff on us, so he put 125% tariff on them, and now they have answered with 125% tariff on us. That does not show strength. Okay, I'll tell you what. Being an old poker player, when the guy is trying to talk tough and you are in a bidding war, meaning you there's an old saying, you don't play the cards, you play the man. And when you see it, when you're going after somebody and you keep upping their bid, and they up their bid, and then you up their bid again, right? And then they just call you, that shows they have a weak hand. Because if they had a strong hand, they would up your bid again. Okay, they'd say, and I raise. If Xi, whatever his name is, Jinping, if he was playing from a position of strength, he would have raised the tariffs 150, 200% on our stuff. He didn't. That shows that he is just trying. He's trying to play a hand that he doesn't have. Okay. We're going to win this thing. There is no doubt about that. If you look at there was just a deal signed, and I forget what company it was and what country it was from, but there is one of the European manufacturers of pharmaceuticals has just committed $23 billion putting in a plant here in the United States. That's exactly what needs to be done. We need to make all of our stuff here in the United States, because if you depend on anybody else to provide for you, and this is the basic lesson of preparedness, right? If you depend on anybody else to provide for you, you are their slave. Okay? And America, through weak leadership and, to be honest, a whole lot of weak citizens, have allowed ourselves to become slaves to China and many other people. Well, Trump is fixing that. It's too bad the people out there who don't understand this, but Well, I don't know what you can do about that. Most people out there, they don't own businesses. They believe what they read in the headlines and such. But this is exactly what Trump is doing. He's bringing the strength back to America now, and it will happen. Uh, the prop. What I suggest now, though, is stop buying anything from China. Now, it is not just to try to hurt them, but if you want to be a part of the battle, be a part of the battle. Stop buying Chinese junk. If you go to a store and they have some stuff there that you want from China, go to the manager and say, hey, do you have any of this stuff that's not made in China? I'm not gonna buy stuff made in China. And if they have enough people doing that, the word's going to get back up the chain, and they'll stop ordering. Even Walmart will stop ordering stuff from China. That's going to hurt them. This is the way that you can actually be a part of the solution. You can be a part of the fight, but there's more to it than that. And that is, I went through all of our vitamins in our cabinet and all of our pain relievers and everything like that. Waving to my neighbor. Those neighbors that some people think we in the suburbs don't know. All of our pain relievers, all of our vitamins, every bottle in there said made in China. Okay, not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to stop taking the ones that I've already made. To be honest, a lot of them are poor quality. They're not and I will admit that I have bought some of those, didn't even look at it, didn't even look at the fact that they were made. I didn't care where they were made. I realized that they're not the highest quality vitamins, but I seem to be doing all right, right? I eat right, I get outside, I get the sunshine, God's vitamins, and get exercise and stay active, and I do all right. But, I take the supplements to an extent. And I'll be honest, I don't take them every day, but I think that they can be important, and I think that in preparedness, if you are really preparing for a downtime, vitamins and other supplements can be very, very important, and so I think that it's good to keep a stock of them. But now that things are getting a little hot and heavy with China, do you remember when everybody's dogs started getting sick because of the Chinese dog food? Okay. I would imagine, and we know all the things that China has done. Okay, we know that they have everything. Cyber attacks all the time, stealing our intellectual property, stealing our patents. Espionage. They want to take over the United States. They want to conquer us. That is their plan. Make no doubt about it. Russia does not want to conquer us. Okay, get that straight. Any more than Hitler wanted to conquer us. I know that that's one of these things that's spread around so much, and people believe it. No, Russia doesn't want to conquer us. Russia wants to reestablish the Russian Empire. That has nothing to do with us. They could probably be a pretty good trading partner, to be honest. I'm not going to get any more into that politics. But China does want to conquer us, and has for many years. And we have allowed them to get closer and closer to the point to where they might take a shot at it. They won't conquer us, but a war and their constant attacks against us, that they take a toll. They cost us money, they cost us time, all this. And they can, well, I'm not going to get farther into this. I've talked about that before. Now, I don't particularly worry about stuff that I've already bought, and probably neither should you, that's made in China. It's not the highest quality, but I'll continue to take it. It's kind of like, just because Carhartt required their people to take the poke, nobody threw away their Carhartts. They just didn't buy new ones anymore, right? Same with this stuff. But I would be concerned that anything from here on out, I would be concerned about what's being put in those things, and the vitamins and supplements and any food product that comes from China. I would be very concerned about that. Okay, we might call it nutritional warfare. there's no telling what they put into stuff. And I have to say that I have great hope for what RFK Jr. is doing with trying to straighten out the poisons that we've been fed for many years. A new study came out verifying what has been claimed before, that fluoridation in water has many negative effects, especially on children, on IQ, and on many things. Okay, and some people out there are going to have a different opinion on that. I would suggest that you look more into it, but that's a little off the track here. So what I'm saying is simply this: I would suggest that you stop buying anything from China right now. I spent 20 minutes, online searching up what vitamins are made in the United States, and there are some a couple of bucks more expensive, but you know what? That's what I'm going for now. So that's my advice to you today. They're after us. They are not just a competitor. They are an enemy. I don't care, what Trump says about she is his friend and all that kind of stuff. That's diplomat talk. That's diplomat talk. You look how they treat their own people, and and their long-term plans. They always have a 100-year plan, a 1,000-year plan, whatever. And make no mistake, they want the United States of America to be under their thumb. This is the time that we are called on to resist, to fight back. Thankfully, we have a leader who will do that. Okay, so that's my advice. Stop buying stuff from China, because from this point on, I don't think you can be sure of what you're putting into your body. Okay, before we go, I want to remind you of what people say is the best post-apocalyptic Tiatuaki, SHTF, whatever, survival preparedness series out there, and that is the Stonemont series. My books, the ones I wrote, yes, the reversion, the revival, the renewal, and appeal to heaven, the blessings of freedom and hostages to fortune, and the latest one, On Wings Like Eagles. And I'm spending the rest of my day, I did it yesterday, and spending more day today signing these books, getting them out. You can always get them on Amazon, in which you can get them in paperback like this, or Kindle, or Audible. But the better way is to get them directly from me through our website, stonemont.us. And the link is right down below. And when you get them from me, you can buy them as a set if you like, and which most people do, which you can't do on Amazon. And then I sign them for you, and I write a note in there to you. And I love doing that. And we give you a nice discount when you buy them as a set. Because we save money on our end when we ship them like that and pack them like that. We pass that on to you. And then we throw in the Stonemont notebook as well for you to write your lists and take your notes and everything like that. I'll give you another. I kind of just, isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I use mine all the time. And so will you. And I'll tell you what, that series you'll love the story, and you will learn more than you could imagine. And I don't get into China, but I get into how to be completely prepared for anything. Okay, and also, by the way, I am drinking today out of the Stonemont Integrated Preparedness annual gathering mug. This is from the first one last year. The next one's coming up October 4th in the Kansas City area, and put that on your calendar, because you're going to want to come. There are some great people. You will meet some great people. I'll get a chance to meet you and chat with you and say hi, and we'll discuss things about preparedness or not. It's just a really nice time, and I'm looking forward to this one. And all in the back of the cup, it reminds us we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. And the motto of Integrated Preparedness and Stonemont, Semper Paratus, always ready. Okay, you all have a good day. Don't buy anything more from China, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.